We are making chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. Now here's the thing. I had planned to make chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, but we have a problem. We have one chocolate chip for each cookie. I am Tara, the author of the Dining on a Dime Cookbook Volume 1 and our new Volume 2. We have over 1,200 recipes in Volume 1 and 800 recipes in Volume 2 to help you eat better, spend less. Both books have full color pictures right there. Easy to make recipes that your family will love. Please check them out at livingonadime.com. Hello!
Hi, everyone!
We are making chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. Now here's the thing. I had planned to make chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, but we have a problem. We have one chocolate chip for each cookie.
Is there more there?
This is them.
Oh, okay.
I thought you had some up
I
here.
think the family has been diving into the chocolate chips.
There's giant chocolate chips downstairs. You need to get a bag of them.
Who has been diving into the chocolate chips?
You want some white chocolate
Not I
chips?
said the time. Do you
Yeah,
want me to
white
go
chocolate
downstairs?
chips.
There's the giant ones right in the
So we're gonna make do with what we have, because in an emergency situation,
if you make 4
you
cookies,
may not get chocolate chips. You may not get all the chocolate chips you want, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm cutting up this 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of chocolate chips that I have, maybe a quarter cup. And we're gonna make them so that they will go a lot further. And then we're gonna do one other thing so that they will go a lot further also. Now, these chocolate chip cookies can double for granola bars. We have a really good granola bar recipe in our Dining on a Dime cookbook also, but this can double for it. The granola bar recipe in our cookbook is a great way to use those leftover little bits of cereal so that they don't go to waste, okay?
Yes, it was. Yes.
So at Halloween, because we are preppers and we are prepared for emergency situations, at Halloween, when the candy went 75% off, I went and bought a whole bunch of chocolate. And we have Hershey's Kisses downstairs that we will be using for chocolate in these emergency times, okay? All right, so that's mixed up. Now, we're gonna take our shortening and we are going to measure it out. Now, I'm not going to do the whole water measure thing. I've showed you guys how to do that 1,000 times. This time, I'm just going to put it in
Get a rough estimate.
the measuring cup. And get, this is a 1 cup measuring cup, so that's about 3/4 of a cup. Add just a tiny bit more. So then we're going to add our brown sugar. Right here, big old bag of brown sugar. Now, this oatmeal cookie recipe is a great way to make cookies when you're starting to run a little low on flour, okay? It uses more oatmeal than it does flour. Yes.
Karen says, emergency cookies.
Yes, emergency cookies, because everybody needs a little bit of comfort food. Now, for brown sugar, you always want to pack it in when you're measuring. Did you see how much that went down? Because that's just the way you measure brown sugar. So, whenever you see brown sugar, I have never, ever, ever seen a recipe where you're not supposed to pack it.
You can put a little extra too.
That was a piece of shortening that fell in there. Okay, and then you're gonna get that all out.
If you happen to have no chocolate, perish the thought, you can always put like raisins or
Yeah, or coconut or anything
any kind
like
of
that.
dried berries, yeah.
Yep, okay. So then we've got our regular white granulated sugar. Got our egg right here with the big old eggshell. And vanilla right here. This is my homemade vanilla. Right there. And we are going to mix this all up, okay? Here we go.
Oh, wait.
Oops, and my water. I forgot my water. Woo! Alright, so you want to get it all creamy just like that. Am I the only person in the world who loves creamed sugar and butter, or shortening in this case? Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So now I'm adding my flour. I used whole wheat because I have some whole wheat flour that I need to use up, and you won't be able to really notice it in this recipe. We don't really like whole wheat flour. But this is a good way to not waste it right now. And every time you should be, but especially now, you really do not want to be wasting food. Okay? Then I'm going to put in my salt because the world needs more salt, people. Gonna mix this in.
Oh, that's cool. 70s Fan 64 says, so I made these cookies last week and my son said they were the best oatmeal cookies ever. I used my mom's recipe for years, which was #1, but now it's #2. Thanks for the great
we
recipe.
even outdid Mom's recipe.
We won't tell her.
Whoopsie. Well, don't say anything to her. Just, you know, let it be. I'm going to show you a little trick here.
Tyra loves your apron.
Oh, thanks.
Is that from we got in Dublin?
Yes.
Nice.
So now I'm going to show you a little trick. I ran out of Quick Oats, and I still need a little bit more. So we have these instant oatmeal packets that nobody's eating. So I'm going to stick these in there.
We have oatmeal?
Right there. There we go, okay? Now, I'm just showing you guys how to kind of make do with some of these. Now, get this all stirred up. This is how easy this recipe is. Throw in your oatmeal, throw in your chocolate chips if you have more than I do. I find that one of these works the best. Now, when you have a limited number of chocolate chips, like I did there, what I'm going to do is, for these easy chocolate chip oatmeal cookies recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them plain first, okay? So I'm going to make some that are plain. I like to use the ice cream scoop. I just find that it makes a nice, even cookie. There. Okay, so I'm going to do the first batch with just plain, okay? Then after these bake, I'm going to do the second batch with chocolate chips. So what I'm going to do is half the batch is going to be with the 1/4 cup of chocolate chips that I have.
So we have some...
So that there's a good amount of taste of chocolate in each cookie, but it's kind of broken up, okay? And then, there you go. That's it. So we're going to keep those in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. And that's it.
Yum.
And these cookies, you can make them gluten-free too. Just use gluten-free flour.